What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be checking out this Marvel Legends Secret Wars Daredevil figure. Let's take a closer look at the packaging here. And the back. If you want to read the description, there it is. Alright, let's crack them open. Alright, so here is Daredevil, and I did get this guy from Amazon, and he is probably the popular one in the wave. I would say either the most popular one in the wave or one of the most popular ones, because he is selling out pretty fast, and it's pretty easy to see why he's very popular. It's a very nice looking figure, but yeah, I will have those that link included in the description if he is available, but I'm pretty sure last time I checked he was available, but he is selling out fast, so just make sure you get your copy of him quickly because he is going pretty fast. But I definitely have that link in the description of the video. But let's check this guy out here. And this is a very, very, very nice looking Daredevil. I think I could safely say this is my favorite Daredevil of all time in Marvel Legends form. This is a very, very nice, very nicely detailed figure. I mean, I love that head sculpt. That is a really, really nice looking head sculpt. Definitely my favorite. The logo on his chest is really cool. The big DD in black there. And then he's got his nice abs over here. The butterfly joints are a lot more out. They're more wider. The previous figure, I'm talking about the 3-pack version, had the butterflies more in, and I do have that figure, so I'll compare it in a little bit, but you'll see what I'm talking about. His joints, or his butterfly joints, were a lot more inside and not so much wide like this figure, so that is a big difference there. But yeah, a lot of nice details on this figure. Let's take a look at his joints. As you can see, they go a lot, I mean, they're a lot better from the 3-pack version that came with Bullseye and Elektra. But yeah, those butterfly joints are a lot better than that figure. So always great to have butterfly joints on figures. But he is pinless, double jointed as usual. I mean, no surprises there. Head articulation, he is on a disc peg, in case you were wondering. And his head goes pretty far back and then forward as well, like so. Over in the knees, you have double jointed pinless as well. Try to focus there. And then you have the ab crunch, or sort of ab articulation. Goes back that way, and then he's forward. Pretty good solid joints here. So, but yeah, I really, really love this figure. It is, I could see why he's so popular. And got that nice holster for his 2 billy club thingies. And then, of course, he has the hole for the effect over there, the kind of sonar effect. So, yeah, let's see what he comes with. He comes with, as I mentioned before, that sonar effect that goes into his back there. That's pretty cool. I think this is a first for Daredevil figures. I don't believe another one is, or maybe another one, maybe the 3-pack or something like that. I don't know. It's been there's so many Daredevil releases and so many different figures that I tend to forget. But yeah, he comes with one fist, which is kind of disappointing. I really wish he would have came with the 2 fists at least. Maybe trade this hand for another fist, right-handed fist. But that is really weird. You have one fist and one kind of like a open grippy hand thingy. I don't know why. And then you have the billy club here. Now this is kind of unique in that it separates And you see how it has that little peg there? This comes out as well, if I can get it, see? I don't think the other versions had this, or at least I can't recall, but for this one, it's very unique because you can have, I know a lot of the previous releases had the peg here and you couldn't do anything with it, but this version you can. And it looks very even and very nice, whereas the other version, it just kind of, I believe it was like that. I can't say for 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure this thing stayed in the peg, just stayed into one of the billy clubs, so you had it kind of like in his holster like that, and it just kind of stuck out. So that's a little bit unique to this figure. And then of course you have the shield, which if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I can't stand this, and I think it's just basically a useless piece of plastic, and I would rather have another accessory, to be honest with you, but that's what they give us. So let me just show him off here with the kind of the sonar vision effect, or warning, or whatever you want to call it, his spidey sense, if you will. And this can be moved into different spots if you wanted to, like that. If you want it on the left or right, you can do that as well, but I prefer it just to be kind of centered there, so he's aware, kind of like his spidey sense, There's that, and then the billy clubs kind of go in there like that, or I don't know if it's in the other way, but that's how it looks like with his billy clubs. Of course, you have that peg in there I could take out, but that's in there for now. So that is how he looks. All right, so here he is with the 3-pack, the one that came with Elektra and I believe it was, what's his name, Bullseye. That was back in 2023. This one used to be my favorite Daredevil. I love this Daredevil figure. I thought he was the best one up until now. I like this one, but I originally thought this was the same buck and the same joints and everything, but upon further inspection, it is not. Actually, it's some differences, a lot of differences actually. And what I was talking about before with the butterfly joints being in with this figure, if you notice, they're a lot more in versus this guy. It's a lot more out now. So he has more articulation, I believe, in those butterfly joints, and you can get more movement. Whereas this guy, I don't know, I kind of don't really feel, I mean, you still get it, but I don't know, I kind of like the more, you still get the articulation, but I like the style of this figure, basically, where it's more kind of brought out and not more in. So I think that looks a lot better, to be honest with you. But yeah, these figures are still very nice. The head sculpts are very well done. I love this head sculpt up until this one. This one, I believe, is slightly better than this one. I think they kind of just polished it up and made him look a lot better. It is a different buck and different legs, and as you could see, he's got a crease on his upper thigh here, and this one does not. So it is different. The holster is different as well. It's got the actual strap around the leg, whereas this one is kind of just, I don't know, I wonder if this is like a peg in there or something. It's pretty solidly in there, but I don't want to take it out or damage it or whatever. But the belt is different. You got a black belt, kind of a little bit similar, but not really. There's a lot of similarities that are kind of similar, but it's just not. They're two different bucks. You got the hole in the back, of course, for that solar thing, that the sonar effect. Yeah, this one does not have that, but kind of similar, but not. That's the theme here. And then the third 3-pack had that toe articulation. This one does not have that. I'm okay with that. I am not a fan of this toe articulation. I think it's just, it looks so, I don't know, it looks terrible to me. It's just like, when you have it like that, it's like his part of his feet is like chopped off or something. It's just like, I don't know. I do not like it. It's just, to me, it doesn't look good at all. But I know some people love it or like it. But I honestly would much rather prefer just to not have that toe articulation. The foot looks so much better, and just overall better, to be honest with you. And right here, I wanted to compare Daredevil with the older Daredevils on the Bucky Cap mold. And this guy was from the Hobgoblin wave back in 2015. That's pretty old. And then you have this guy, he's from the Defenders 4-pack back in 2017. And that's a little bit different. Well, these two are the same exact figure, but that is the older Bucky Cap mold. These figures are pretty outdated, so you could see. It does have that same hole in the middle there. I wonder if that effect can go into these guys. I'll try that in a little bit. But as you could see, a lot of differences here. I mean, for one, these two guys are pins. They have the pins in there and stuff, same as the knee joints and stuff like that. So, yeah, this is quite old, these molds, these Bucky Cap molds. So it's nice to have that improvement. But, yeah, this guy definitely blows these two out of the water. And in case you're wondering, that effect does go into the older Bucky Cap version. So no problem there. It's just a little loose here, so you just gotta kind of center it and it'll be okay, but it does kind of wobble a little bit. I don't know if you could see it kind of falls out. So it's not in there all the way. It's kind of I don't know if you could see it. Hold on, let me see if I could zoom out. Kind of, maybe the peg is a little bit, the hole is a little bit bigger than the peg on this one. So, and over here, it does go into that as well, this guy. So yes, it does indeed work. All right, so head swap time. And I just basically took everybody's head and moved it to the left. So this guy's head is on him and on him, and you get the point. But I'll start off first with this one. This is the new Buck, and this is the old head. Now this does, let me see if I can zoom it here. This does not work. And the reason being is the hole, I don't know if you could see that. Let me see. The hole on this one is not deep enough. So it basically just sits on this peg, and he's basically a bobblehead. So that is not a successful head swap there. It is literally just sitting on the peg, so that does not work. And for this is the 3-pack Buck with the new head on it. This works perfectly. However, the shade of red is a little bit off. This is a little bit brighter, and the body is a little bit darker. So it's not exactly, a perfect head swap. I mean, it is a perfect head swap, but the colors don't match. So just keep that in mind. And then, of course, this is the no neck Daredevil right here. This is the 3-pack head on the Bucky Cap mold. And that doesn't look too good. That is just, it looks like he doesn't have a neck, basically. So, all right, so here are the next head swaps, and these all don't really match at all because, well, you can see this is the new, this is the 3-pack head on the one of the Bucky Cap bodies, and as you can see, it just kind of sinks in there. Doesn't really work. This one is another bobblehead. This is from another Bucky Cap head on the new body, and of course it's same problem with that other one. It is not deep enough, and it kind of, I mean, this one kind of gets in there, but it's not holding, it's like a bobblehead. So you see, so that doesn't really work. I mean, it works, but it doesn't really work. It's just kind of on there. Same thing for this one. This is the new the 3-pack with the one of the Bucky cap heads. Again, this is just doesn't really work. And then of course you have, this is the new head on one of the Bucky cap molds. Does not work. It just kind of sinks in there. I don't think I even have this all the way in there, but he's sinking in there. But I guess if you kind of made him, like if you kind of like put it up a little bit, it works, but for the most part it looks kind of weird. So all right, and for the final head swap, you have the new head on the another Bucky cap mold. This one again doesn't really go on there. I don't want to put it in all the way because I feel like I'm stretching the hole maybe, so I'm not going to put it in. But this does not work. It's just barely on there and it sinks in. So again, that does not work with the Bucky cap. This is the 3-pack head with the new body, and it's a little loose. It's kind of loose, but it does work. I don't know if I stretched that head with the putting it on the Bucky cap mold, but it is kind of loose. And I kind of regret now putting that all the way on there, but it works, but and again, this is different shades of red, so just note that. Another Bucky head on the 3-pack body. I mean, this one actually went in, I guess because it's I should mention that's not a disc head peg. That's just a straight up two head pegs on there. So that's how that looks. And then of course this is the other Bucky head with a Bucky body. So that's from this guy. But yeah. All right, so here is the new mold with the unmasked head. I believe this came with the retro Spider-Man Daredevil back in 2020, I believe. But unfortunately it doesn't, I mean, it works, but it doesn't work. His head is kind of a bobblehead. I mean, if you had the figure still, it would work. I mean, it looks really nice on there, but unfortunately it is not tight at all. So it's just kind of, again, a bobblehead, unfortunately. Here's the other unmasked head I have of Matt Murdock here. And this one came with the yellow and red suit, the Walgreens exclusive unmasked head. And that was in 2016, but that one works a lot better. It's a lot tighter. A lot tighter. Not a perfect fit, but it's a lot better than the other. It's still loose, but it works a lot better. And of course, if you want to see the unmasked head on the 3-pack body, there you go. That's how it looks. That one is a perfect fit. And here is the other head on the 3-pack body. That one is a very tight fit. I mean, I had to really squeeze him on there. So just be aware of that. It's, designed for a Bucky cap head peg. So those tend to be very tight. So that's how it looks like, in case you were wondering. And here is the Bucky cap with this is the retro Spider-Man Wave 2020 head on the Bucky cap body. That fits perfectly. Really nice right there. And then of course you have the Walgreens head on the Bucky cap body. This is what it was meant to have because that yellow and red suit was a Bucky cap mold as well. So it fits pretty good. All right, so there you have it. That is the all-new Secret Wars, Marvel Legends Secret Wars Daredevil, and I absolutely recommend him. He's a very nice figure, very updated. I love the updated butterfly joints. You can't go wrong there. He's got very good articulation, man. Very good articulation. A lot better, I think, or better than the 3-pack version, which was my favorite Daredevil. But yeah, definitely, if you didn't pick that figure up, I would definitely pick this figure up. I definitely love that head sculpt. That new head sculpt is really cool, and the effects of him, his Spider-Man effect, if you will, the sonar vision effect is a welcome addition as well. And I will have that link, that Amazon link, in the description of the video. So if you do want to purchase him there, you will have that link. But yeah, he's definitely I think he's the most popular one in the wave. So, you might want to get him sooner rather than later. If you have a chance to get him, definitely do so, because he's definitely a popular one, I think. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.